Hi, welcome to Healthy Atheist. I'm going to continue reading from my journal. We are in December of 2008. December 3rd. Being held accountable is annoying. Yesterday was rough. I had to be at Beck's by 8:45, so I didn't exercise in the AM. Then I had to stay till 5, all the while with itchy, annoying eyes. I used to have allergies. I don't really have them anymore. It's strange. I mean, I do a little bit, but not as bad. Maybe it's because I'm in the city? No. Anyway. So I had planned on exercise when I got home, but was so frustrated with my eyes and whatnot, I decided to eat 2 cream cheese rolls and ice cream instead, all while remembering I'm supposed to be accountable to Natalie. I'm so tempted to quit. I'm sure she is as well. It hasn't been a good week. However, today was better food and exercise-wise, but driving to class was a giant pain in the expletive. I was ahead of schedule until I had to run to Bluffton for Sarah's shoes. Then, thanks to hitting every single yellow light in town, I was 15 minutes late. The professor was gone, so I went looking for him to no avail. I came back, helped myself to the test, then he shows up and moves me to a different room where I rushed through the test, and now I have no clue how I did. Probably poorly. Oh well. I don't remember that at all. On a positive note, I found some cool shoes for Shauna's wedding. Kind of expensive, but I'll wear them around. Then I decided to swing by Hobby Lobby and pick up those posters I had picked out. Couldn't find the one, but ended up getting 3 because they were 50% off. I liked them, but Sarah probably won't. I still have those posters. They're hanging in the basement of this place right now, covering up a hole, a giant freaking crawl space in the wall. Sarah played a role in my mini binge, so annoying, but I don't feel like writing about it. Well, thank you, Pastor Rachel, for not going on and on about your binge fest. The bottom line is I chose it. When I do sin, it is not because I couldn't help myself. It is because I chose to yield to my old master. The truth is, I don't have to sin. Rachel, the truth is there's no such thing as sin. It's called making mistakes. It's not sin. This is from the book Lies Women Believe. I asked my new friend Amy, it's Amy Ewers. Oh, what's her new last name? Sheaful. If she wanted to run the mini with me. She's not opposed to the idea, but I doubt she will. Hopefully someone will. Maybe Troy's running it again. Tomorrow I have to go to the Smiths. I'll probably hit the tanning bed before and then run after. Skip class and go to the Merge instead. The Merge, that young adults group changed its name like 8,000 times. Should be an alright day. Another book I could read, Restoring Sexual Identity by Anne Paulk, ExodusInternational.org. That's a make you straight type book. I don't think I read it. I did eventually check one of those type of books out from the library. December 12th. I did fairly well on my psych test. 4. Oh, I missed 4, which is much better than the last one. Now I need to study up for the final on Monday. Then I've got to go clean the Smith's Lake House, which works out well. But unfortunately, I'm forced to stay in Fort Wayne. I bought new running shoes, $100, thank you very much. So I need to force myself to hit gates and use them. That's one reason I don't like staying up here, because I can't exercise freely. I need to get the cable hooked up in my room, then maybe. Tonight's the tacky Christmas sweater party, and I bought one for $4. I need to convince Amy Yee to come, but I don't want her to get sick of me. I have pictures from the tacky Christmas party. Jarvis, Ryan, Nat, and Amy and I went to the coffee last night. Man, I cannot read. I did not know how to spell. We'd stayed Oh, we would have stayed longer, but for some reason, people like that stupid show, Grey's Anatomy. Oh yeah, some of that was real popular and everybody wanted to get home and see it. I hate it. Does nobody have DVR? So maybe I'll get my flirt on tonight, but probably not because I'm not any good at it and nobody's interested. Why do I feel like I just waste time up here? Just a giant waste of time. My artwork. December 22nd. I really do need to reactivate my junk food ban, except for cheesecake. Screw the thought. Anything with cheese in the name. Today I ate 4. That's 4 cream cheese rolls. I don't know where I packed all this food. Packed it all in my belly. Yesterday I caved and ate. That's 8 gross cutout cookies. It hasn't been a good week. I've also caved to suicide, alcohol, and binge, of course. I know the root of this evil, but I'm not sure how to rid myself of it. I think I was blaming my same-sex attraction on all these alcohol and food and stuff. I got a mad crush on someone. I have got a mad crush on someone, and I'm both afraid something and nothing will come of it. It'd probably be best if nothing. What? Of course it'd be best, but it's so annoying to have no one interested in me. I need some validation for Pete's sake. I will surely be surprised if this crush is requited. Give it time and it'll go away, and I'll no longer be an abomination. Ugh, what the heck am I supposed to do? I shouldn't go there, but I'm afraid if the opportunity presents itself, I'll cave to that as well, because that's what I do. I cave. I need to get rid of my love handles once and for all. Subject change. No, yeah, I did have a mad crush on Amy Yours. We tiptoed, we did cuddle. It was quite nice. But anyway. Tomorrow I think I'll hit the treadmill and maybe the square. Then I have to get some gift cards at the Chops and clean, finish the cookies, and depending on what's up, maybe go to Fort Wayne for the evening. December 26th. So I'm a little pissed at Susan and Sarah. So sorry I can't be as perfect as them. Everything I say and do is wrong. Ugh, who cares? They're so annoyed with me all the time. All I know how to do is be silent and stay away from the creeps. What did I say that made them so upset? I don't know. I don't dare hang out with Susan and her precious friends because I might say something that'll annoy her. Sarah says worse things than me, but Susan only blows up at me and the stuff I say, which isn't that bad. I think the thing is, the stuff I say is rooted in truth, and what Sarah says are just low jokes. I must just hit nerves. Anyways, I ate too much yam stuff tonight, and my stomach is full. However, I reinstated my junk food fast. Only 3 free days a year. Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, and Easter Sunday. And from this point on, I refuse to journal about food binging only about how successful I am with the fast or life change. If I binge, which I shouldn't, this journal will not hear about it because it is too boring to read about. It really is boring to read about. It really is. How are you guys handling it? All of you, all of my 6 subscribers, 2 of which are me. Nobody's watching this, and that's fine. That's fine. I could have went up to Janelle's, but I didn't feel like hanging out with a fly off the handle Suzanne. Why is she getting so annoyed at me all the time? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I'll hang out with viewers and company, then just stay in the fort. I still want off the lousy face of the earth. I need to find a recipe and cook something for dinner for Holly and her kids, and maybe I'll make cookies for dessert. Simple enough. Tomorrow I'm going to hit the treadmill and the square pretty hard. Today I woke up early and did cardio X and 20 Wero because I wanted to get it done before the guys came and gamed all day. I really can't believe how pissed I am at Susan and Sarah, the jerks. I can only take so much, but I'm sure they're just as pissed at me about crap. I've been a fairly lousy person this past month. Fairly lousy. As long as I can get my eating under control, the rest can go to crap. What do I care? I don't care anymore. So lately I've been reading Galatians and Ephesians, and there are all kinds of warnings in there. Don't be drunk with wine. Let there be no sexual immorality, impurity, or greed, obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes. Eliminate all the fun from your life. Just kidding, it doesn't say that. Will I heed these warnings, or will I allow myself to go down this different path in an attempt to escape the monotony that is my life? It also says, let the Holy Spirit fill you and control you. Oh yeah, well, how in the heck do I do that, huh? Oh, I am on my way out the Christian door. That's interesting to read this. December 31st. It's the flippin' last day of the flippin' year. For some dumb reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to have a party, but quite frankly, I regret it. I have pictures of this party too. Only 4 people have committed to come. Everyone else is hoping for a better option. Clint, Rick, and Ryan are partying. Suzanne will go wherever Nate is. And who knows what Sarah's doing. Oh well, hopefully it'll be fun. I guess that depends on me. At any rate, I need to get to Gates and run, then make cookies, hit Meyer, get my oil changed, go to the bank, then go to Beck's for Noah's party. The beef turns 1 year old today. Okay, so it turned out to be quite the party, as you can see in the pictures. I had some drink to drink, but I don't think I was drunk. I don't think I got drunk. Anyway, yeah, broke Amy back. Injured poor Amy Ewers' back. Anyway, pictures. We're going to continue into January of '09. Well, the party was fun. I had fun anyway. Troy Whelan came. The guy is adorable, but he's not into me. But if he was, I'd give it a shot. I totally killed Amy Ewers' back. Ugh, I feel real bad about that. I flipped her over and she landed wrong on her back. Sorry, Amy Ewers. I think she's better now. Of course she's better now. So tonight I don't know if I want to go back to Bluffton or hang out up here. Susan and Sarah are having a gang over and I don't work in Decatur tomorrow, so I'll either go back tonight and exercise in the morning at home or go to Decatur in the AM and exercise at home later. We'll see. My hair looks good, so maybe I'll stick around, but I'm hungry. What? January 4. The past 2 weeks I've been going to church Saturday evenings, which leaves my Sundays empty and boring. However, today I may hit Gates and then see when the family is doing Mexican, if they even are. I just had Mexican last night. I had a little Mexican for 2 years on and off. Her name was Christina. Oh, anyway. So I may just end up eating chips and salsa. I drop way too much cash on restaurants and alcohol. The problem is I'm bored. That is still the problem to this day. I still get bored and I just opt to go get alcohol. I don't look forward to school starting up and I need another part-time job. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to win the Powerball jackpot! Of course, it won't fix my core issue and probably bring with it a million other issues, but at least I won't be so bored and worthless. The problem is, Rach, what you think is an issue isn't an issue. You're gay, and that's fine. People told you, Christianity told you it was wrong, so Christianity was wrong. Anyway, I'm in my room and I'm going to put Sarah's fake flowers away along with some of her pictures. The one is cool, but it keeps slamming down. Very annoying. Besides, less is more. January 6th. Man, it has been a rough start this year. I've never been up, then down, then up again, and then back down so much. just erupting into tears, accompanied with suicidal wishing. Ugh, I'm just not happy. I have absolutely no reason to feel this way, which makes it all the worse. I'm kind of sad about not watching Beck's kids anymore, but it's not convenient or practical. Stupid school is stupid school. Of course, since it's the last thing I want to do, it's the thing I should do, because that's how God operates. Oh, well, I guess I just need to plunk through it. So last night I decided to come up to Fort Wayne and go to his soccer game. And Troy and his parents were there. He played earlier. I had allowed myself to break down because I thought maybe Nat, Justin, and Amy hung out without me. But turns out they didn't. I tend to let myself think people don't like me when the opposite is true. Jarvis called and wanted to do coffee, but I said I was going to the soccer game. I almost called him back, but now I'm glad I didn't, because Troy crossed my path. Hopefully his mom puts a good word in for me, even though she heard about my violent streak. It was an accident. I don't have a violent streak. What am I saying? There's no way Troy would dig me. I'm too tall, big, style-lacking, and tomboyish, and he's too trendy. However, that would help me out. No, he does. Yeah, he married my cousin's wife's sister. So, where am I? But I do like that he has an apostolic background. His family is fun, although he may be too attached. But that just means he wouldn't move away. Never mind! If God wants it to be, then it'll have to be. I am not using up precious journal pages on another go-nowhere, not-quite crush. At any rate, I really need to control my thoughts and not let myself sink into the funk. And I really need to win the Powerball jackpot and go run at Gates. I ran outside last time. Sarah just called and asked about getting a spinning bike or buying Amanda's treadmill. I recommended the bike, then thought maybe I'd buy the treadmill. I just don't know if it'd be smart since I'm kind of strapped for cash and I can use IPFW for free. What? Question mark? January 8th. Okay, so this is a Bible verse, I think. Yes. So put to death the sinful earthly things lurking within you. Have nothing to do with sexual sin, impurity, lust, and shameful desires. Don't be greedy for good things of this life, for that is idolatry. Idolatry. Colossians 5:3. We should consider ourselves dead and unresponsive to sexual immorality and impurity, lust, shameful desires, and greed. Just like diseased limbs of a tree, these practices must be cut off before they destroy us. We must make a conscious daily decision to remove anything that supports or feeds these desires and to rely on the Holy Spirit's power. It doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. God's terrible anger will come upon those who do such things. Colossians 3:6. God's terrible anger refers to God's judgment on these kinds of behaviors, and culminating with future and final punishment of evil. When tempted to sin, remember that you must one day stand before God. Another warning to heed, but I doubt I'll ever be presented with the opportunity to act on any of this. You should have. You could have spared yourself a lot of wasted time with guys. But still, I must clean it out of my head. So I've been going hog wild on the Twizzlers. When they're gone, they're gone. Heck, they're almost gone. School starts next week, and I think I'm going to try to get into a drawing class, thus signing me up for 4 classes. Yikes. I got an $1,100 check from IPFW, but I didn't win the lottery, so that's still to come. I had lousy cramps today, and I'm ever so tired. I'm supposed to go over to Natalie's and watch Grey's. I hate Grey's! But it's a good excuse to hang out. I think I'll take some ibuprofen and lay down. January 9th. Okay. Oh. Okay, so tonight I'm meeting up with Brendan Wilson. I've met him long ago, and I don't quite remember what he looks like, but if I remember correctly, It wasn't that bad. At any rate, we're meeting at Applebee's. Applebee's, where everything is microwaved. I was hoping he'd get the ball rolling so I could hurry up and throw it out. 'Cause that's how it goes. Oh well, I'll have fun. I'll see to it. My head is pounding this second. Maybe too much TV, only about 1.5 hours. Today I braved the snow and ran at gates 10 minutes at 6.5, then 30 minutes at 7. Seems faster than what I'm used to, but it's pretty, I was on the treadmill. But it was pretty easy and goes by quickly. Sarah doesn't make her bed. What's up with that? I think tomorrow night I'm going to hang out with Amy and Natalie. Should be fun as usual. Yeah, we had a lot of fun hanging out with them. It was a good time. Anyway, I think she's getting better. That's a good thing. Oh, her back. To be honest, I'm sort of excited about tonight. Glad to have something to do and someone to look pretty for, even if it goes nowhere. My expectations are so low. Heather asked if I was excited and nervous, and honestly, I'm neither. I'm neither nervous nor excited, so what? I really don't want to eat because I had Wendy's salad, but I'd look like an idiot if I don't, so I'll order something like a cheese quesadilla? We'll see. I need to figure out something to wear. January 10. Well, last night was all right. He's nice looking enough, taller than me, broader than me, but I just don't know. We'll probably go out again, but there's that stupid little issue which makes it hard for me to let guys like me because it's kind of a big deal. Oh, I was gay. Anyway. She doesn't know that. She doesn't know I'm gay. Anyway, what? He's a farmer. He owns an old farmhouse in Burn, and I'm just not sure I want to be a farmer's wife. I'm a little too prissy for that. I'm also afraid I'm a little too flirty, especially when I'm not even sure I like this guy. Oh yeah, I'm a toucher. I like to touch. I'm just that way. I'm so not ready for a relationship. Why were you? What? Yes, you were. Weren't you? Why weren't you? I don't think I am anyway. But he's nice enough, cute enough, not metro at all, so I suppose we'll see if it goes anywhere. I went to Gates again and ran 5 minutes at 6.5, then 35 minutes at 7. On the way home, I lost control of my car at this stupid spot in the road that always makes my car lose control. As I was careening out of control, I yelled, "The blood of Jesus!" while I was headed for a mailbox. I did not want to hit that, so I slammed the brakes and came to a stop. Phew, no damage. I don't know if I'll go to church tonight or not. Depends if Natalie and Amy go. Oh yeah, my mom told us when we were little, if you're ever in trouble or need help, just say the blood of Jesus and you'll get out of it. It works like a magic potion, works like a magic spell should. January 14th. Oh my, how long is this? I think I'm gonna stop at the end of January. That will be this episode. I believe I've lost my taste for Twizzlers ever since the day I ate 40 of them. Oh, Rach, you, wow. Kind of like how I lost my taste for Teddy Grahams when I combined them with Natalie's whiskey. Oh, that's Natalie, the roommate. I remember that night. I got into the freezer and she had whiskey. I started drinking it and eating Teddy Grahams. So I suppose this is a blessing. It's been snowing a lot and it's going to get freezing cold once again. I need to get to Gates today. I have nothing else to do besides maybe some homework. Classes seem to be fine. I'll just do them. Besides, I'm sure I'm not the only person in the world to take these classes. It gives me something to do, which is much needed. But BW, Brendan Wilson, is going to call me sometime. I figure I'll go home on Friday, let him pick me up, hopefully without Mom and Dad noticing, and maybe we'll see a movie, I think. After this time, I should know whether I should take him or leave him, or at least have a better picture into his personality and life. However, I'm getting a tiny kick out of my Fort Wayne life. FYI, I haven't finished this year, unless you count Twizzlers, and my goal is to get below 140. I'm at 144 right now, but it'll be a bit difficult. but I must rid myself of the chub. Still working to the 140, guys. I'm still, to this day, trying to get to 140. January 19. So I managed to go out with Brendan without Mom noticing. However, I wanted to go to Jefferson Point in an attempt to avoid running into Bluffton people. But wouldn't you know it, there they were. Oh yeah, I think we went to, well, maybe I'll tell about it. There they were, the ones I could care less about, but Kelly, I mean, come on, what are the odds? Apparently, she has yet to say something to anyone, which is a good thing. We went back to his place and watched Hancock. Got a little too snuggly, but I'm comfortable with him. Maybe I'll hang out with him on Wednesday or Friday. He'll probably come along on Saturday. I seem to like him more when we're apart, but he's cool enough. I just need to hang out with him more. January 24. Well, I suppose I'm digging Brendan more and more, but I also sense the Ashleman wishy-wash coming on. Time will have to tell. I really don't want to journal about him because I don't want to read it over when he fades away into oblivion like all of my other so-called crushes. Tonight I'm meeting up with Shauna and Craig and some others, Brendan too. I'm afraid it'll be kind of awkward because eyes will be watching and wondering, but I need to realize I am not the center of everyone's world. Maybe, Rach, people are too busy thinking about themselves to think about you. We may end up at Chestnut Hills, which should be fun. I guess it depends on the crowd size where we end up. I haven't talked to Sue since she left. I'm sort of still mad. I don't want to bring her down with my negativeness. What a creep. Oh well, life goes on. It'll fade. Come to find out, Brennan Wilson isn't so attached to his house, so that's a good thing. Yeah, me and my brothers and sisters, we call it the Ashleman wishy-wash, where we like someone, we don't like someone, we're not sure, maybe they're this and that. I think it comes from our upbringing, I think. I don't know. January 27. I was trying to go to bed, but I can't seem to sleep, which is usually the case. Anyway, I said a prayer that God would tell me what to do about my situation. Then I decided to read my Bible. My situation. Oh, where am I? I'm in 2 Timothy chapter 2, and here's what the footnote says for verse 22. Running away is sometimes considered cowardly, but wise people realize that removing themselves physically from temptation often can be the most courageous action to take. Timothy, a young man, was warned to run from anything that produced evil thoughts. Do you have a recurring temptation that is difficult to resist? Remove yourself. Remove yourself physically from any situation that stimulates your desire to sin. Knowing when to run is as important in spiritual battle as knowing when and how to fight. However, it's back to me. However, my situation hasn't led to any actual sin. It wouldn't. It's not sin. Stop beating yourself up. And I don't think it will, but the thoughts are there. Crud. Yesterday I spent the majority of the day sleeping on Mom and Dad's couch. I had the flippin' stomach flu. Then my legs got all achy. I took Pepto-Bismol and Advil, the most medicine I've taken in like 4 years or so. At any rate, I wasn't able to go to the Smiths, so I went today. After I did P90X legs and back. You spent the day on the couch sick with the flu. The next day you're up and at 'em again with the exercise. That's pretty good. I mean, I still exercise regularly. I think that's a good habit, right? I wasn't about to go 4 days in a row without exercise. It's snowing out again, and Mindy said we're supposed to get 7 inches. Who's Mindy? Hopefully I'll be able to go to Gates and the library and finish my photos. Shoot, my life would make an interesting biography if I was completely honest about it. But Lord knows I can't be. Son of a gun. Oh, look, I'm reading my life as a biography. Look at this. Prophecy fulfilling before your eyes. January 29. So yesterday I made it to Gates and messed with the incline on the treadmill, and yes, that kicks butt. Anyway, today I didn't want to go to Gates again. For some reason, people remember me and I can't remain anonymous. So instead, I washed my sheets and did 30 Wero in my room. However, I'm feeling very gassy because I ate ice cream. I was a huge ice cream eater. I would eat ice cream all the time. I haven't had ice cream in a long while now. It's been a while. It doesn't have the hold it used to have. I'm waiting to get alcohol to that level. I was gassy last night too from Coco, I assume. Tom is coming. He's scheduled to arrive on Saturday, but I'll prepare for a surprise visit tomorrow just in case. Tom, time of month. I have my photo class in the AM. One pick, maybe two, I'm kind of excited about. And after that, I'll hit Gates with the incline routine again. Then come back here, shower, and cruise back to Bluffton. Take some pictures of Noah for Beck, then hang out with Mr. Wilson in the evening. I got a library card, so that should save me some cash on all these stupid books I have to read. School seems to be fairly easy for now. I'm just waiting for the hammer to drop and things to get hard. Ugh. I still get bored. What should I do to alleviate this boredom and lack of a point? I should probably step up more and hang out more. I like people to contact me. It makes me feel more light, to be honest. Last night I wrote on Holly's Facebook wall, which I thought about doing last week but didn't. Hey Holly, where's Connor? What's he into now, that little Tasmanian devil? Turns out the timing couldn't have been more perfect. She responds with something like, I laughed out loud. Con man was unusually all over the place. I called him Tasmanian devil for the first time ever. It's like you read my mind, or you're here, or something. God. It's God. It's gotta be God. Funny, sometimes I just nail things and I have to give props to the Holy Spirit. I don't know how or if I'll ever lose these 10 pounds, get down to at least below 140. Man, that was a big subject change, eh? That's what you do, right? You change the subject randomly in your journaling. Okay, we're into February of 2009. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Continue to watch, continue to like, continue to subscribe if that's something you're into. All right. Adios.